Recording is already started, okay. Mukne sir, are you there?
Yes, I am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want to say to few words to all our participants?
Good evening, sir.
Whether today's resource person join?
Yes, yes, yes. Ma'am is already
Okay.
joined.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to this FDP as a
Yeah,
resource person.
thank you so much. It is my great pleasure to be here at my alma mater.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
We will start with introduction of ma'am. So very warm good evening to all dear participants. So I welcome today's resource person, Dr. Supriya Mangale ma'am. So Supriya ma'am currently working as assistant professor at Maharshi Karve Shikshan Sanstha's Cummins College of Engineering for Women's, Pune. She has approximately 23 years of work experience. His teaching expertise includes teaching the different subjects like signal processing domain, ma'am teach deep learning, computer vision, digital audio processing, digital image processing, and in communication domain, ma'am has teaching experience in electromagnetics, wave theory, and antennas. His research project includes moving object detection using visible spectrum and thermal imaging, multimodal satellite image registration using GAN, and reinforcement learning. This is the ISRO project. His research area also include object detection based on multimodal adaptive fusion using YOLO V3, moving object detection using convolutional neural networks. Also, ultrasonic nerve segmentation using deep learning, image fusion using wavelet, ICA, PCA. Also, ma'am has experience for
Kale sir,
conducting the research project. Yes, sir.
little increase your voice,
Okay.
audio
Yes, sir. Yes.
level
Yes.
you increase.
Okay. So he conducted the research project using the image fusion, using the wavelet, ICA, PCA, then image super resolution, image mosaicing, audio separation using the independent component analysis, as well as the number plate recognition. He has done the different administrative responsibilities like the NAC coordinator, NBA coordinators, as well as she had done perform the lot of activities, administrative activities. She has published the paper in the SCI, Scopus, and different UGC journals. Ma'am has guided the various PG students on various areas like neural network and learning systems. She also the resource person for 2 week STTP on machine learning in the area of pattern recognition and computer vision. So ma'am has very diverse experience in various field of image processing, deep learning, and the generative adversarial network. With this, I welcome today's resource person, Dr.Supriya ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for giving a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. And it is my pleasure to be at my alma mater. So thanks for giving me an opportunity to be at my alma mater. Thank you so much. Should I start, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you can start.
Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's clearly visible.
Just a moment. Yeah. Yes, so I think so. Like today's the topic for discussion from my end is the future of healthcare, which is based on AI and the communication. Okay, so healthcare industry is experiencing a digital revolution, which is fueled by AI. And this particular guest lecture or this topic is we are going to explore the transformation or transformative role of AI in enhancing the communication and improving the patient care. Just a moment. I think so. I have not. Yeah. So next is what is a vital role of communication in healthcare. So we are going to see over here that how communication engineering is helping or transforming the healthcare from improving the patient interactions to as well as revolutionizing the emergency responses and the data management. Now, what do you like effective communication? We can say that it is a backbone of healthcare. So, what is needed? Like the two basic requirements are that we should have a clear communication. Like patient needs very clear and concise information about their health conditions and the treatment options. Second is once you have a very effective communication, then it can build a trust between patients and the providers or physicians, which can lead to better adherence to the treatment plans. Next is now what are the advancements in the medical communication technologies? So one of the major advancement we can say is telehealth, where there is nowadays we know that there is a virtual consultations available, like remote monitoring is possible. Like we have mobile healthcare apps, so many mobile healthcare apps, right? Then second comes over here is cloud-based platforms, like where the data is stored, a lot or we can say big data so is being shared and it is used for vast analysis. Next is the data analytics. Like once you have a data through the cloud, then we have we have GPUs, then where this data, like we know that nowadays everything is AI based, where you can store a lot, or we can say it as a big data, where you can go for cloud platforms. Then comes the data analytics part. So where you have, once you have a large amount of data, then comes the role of AI, where you can use the predictive modeling, then disease surveillance and yes, disease surveillance and personalized care. Next is, now we are going to see what is the impact of telehealth. Like we saw, this is the advancement in the medical communication technologies is telehealth, the very first. So now what is the impact of telehealth? Like telehealth and remote monitoring, it is transforming the healthcare delivery. Like it is improving the patient access, care, and like you are able to virtually meet the doctors. So these are the advantages of going for telehealth through remote monitoring. Now, what are the rise of telehealth? Like, what are the, why this has rised? What is why, when, like we know that the rise of telehealth came after COVID-19. So this pandemic had fueled that we need to go for the telehealth services, right? Next comes now the second part. Like this has been it came into demand after COVID, but what happened? Like because of technological advancement, like improved technologies have made telehealth more accessible and user friendly. Like we have a lot many communication protocols which are like advanced due to AI, and because of these technologies which have made telehealth more accessible and user friendly. Next comes the regulatory support. So government and healthcare organizations are definitely embracing the telehealth policies, because of which this virtual platform, like today's meeting is also through a virtual platform. So this is all possible due to the technological advancement and usage, definitely after the impact of COVID-19. Now, what are the advantages of telehealth for patients? Like the very first is convenience. Like we can get to, we can meet virtually to the doctors and get from our homes. That is possible. Then accessibility. Telehealth expands the healthcare to remote areas, like underserved areas. It is possible now. Then flexibility. Patients can schedule their appointments like based on their busy schedule, so they can modify, or they can like they can reschedule their appointments, which is possible. So there comes the flexibility part. Now, what are the advantages of telehealth for the patients? So first of all, like secure messaging and the chatbots. Like we have apps like my chart, Babylon Health, which allows the patient to meet virtually to the doctors for follow-ups, quick questioning, where you can like AI chatbots, where you can get the replies from the chatbots, or which are like virtual replies you can get. So tools like Wobot or Ada Health, it provides the instant response and guide for the basic health concerns. So what are the benefits of using such chatbots? Is that reduce response time. You need not have to that wait in a line or in a queue and to meet a doctor. So it reduces the response time and it enhances the patient engagement. Second is you improve the access to information and the care continuity. So this is possible nowadays. It is very easy, right? Next comes the telehealth for the mental health problems, right? So here, so like text-based platforms are like Talkspace or Better Health. These are the platforms which are offering the therapy sessions. So through the video counseling, like real-time therapy can be provided through a safe and accessible option for the mental health care. So what is the benefit of going with this telehealth for mental health problems? Is it reduces the stigma and it enhances the confidentiality. Then what are the impact of this? So it is expanding the access to the mental health services. Now, next is AI powered communication assistants, like virtual assistants. You have tools like Alexa or Google Assistant, which are integrated with our healthcare apps. So, which reminds the patient about their medication, about their appointments, right? So, these are like few advantages of telehealth for the patients. Now, next comes like how it is possible, like secure data, because we are sharing our personal data. So, how it is possible? So, there is like one platform called as HIPAA, complaint communication, where platform it ensures like sharing of our data, like our personalized data on it. So what is the benefit of it? It maintains the patient's confidentiality and it enables the seamless communication. So we have the access to the different data. Next is it enhance the trust and collaboration between the patients and the providers. Next is the tele-ICU, which is very important. Now, what is tele-ICU? It enables the remote specialist to assist the ICU staff during the critical situations through real-time video and data monitoring. So what are the benefits or advantage of it? It is offering the expertise in life-saving scenarios. It improves the outcomes or in emergencies or underserved regions. Next part is like patient education, like video tutorials are where patient can be. Nowadays we get lot of there are apps where you can go through and you can analyze like what are you get so many educational videos where you learn how to maintain a healthy lifestyle in today's scenario. Then next is it is very affordable and scalable. These are the advantages of telehealth. Now, next is improved access to the healthcare services. What are the next part is like rural communities. So here telehealth, it bridges the gap between the healthcare access for the rural population. So this is also one of the, I can say, a major advantage of telehealth services. Then underserved areas. So this can extend the healthcare services to the underserved communities and increasing the equity. So as you have an app communication base, so it is possible for each and everyone to use that. So it can be possible for the underserved areas. Now, specialized care. So telehealth facilitates the access to the specialist. Like you can get all around the world, you can contact who might not be locally available. So specialists which may not be locally available, you can get access via this telehealth services. Now, next is what it is. So due to telehealth, there is reduced travel and time cost. So you can do the video conferencing through Zoom apps or Microsoft Teams. So Doxy.me enable, this is a real-time consultation between the doctors and patients. So this is one of the app where you can have the real-time consultations between doctors and the patients. So it is reducing the transportation. So it is saving your time and money, as well as it is lowering the overall cost. So healthcare cost is getting reduced. Now, enhanced patient engagement and satisfaction. So due to this, what is the best part? So patients are likely to, so it is easy to attend the appointments on right time and follow the treatment plans. Next is it improves the communication with the healthcare provider, leads to a greater satisfaction. So people or patient are getting they get a great sense of satisfaction because they can talk freely, they can discuss their problems at sitting at homes. So and then next comes the proactive monitoring and personalized care enhance the patient experience. The best part is like satisfaction of the patient, which is very, very important in this case. So what are the benefits of remote patient monitoring? So benefit of is that continuous data monitoring is possible because you can get remote monitoring. It provides the real-time data of the patient health. So you can get to know what is the heart rate, what is the sugar levels, right? So this all is possible because you can remotely monitor the real-time data of the patient. Next is early detection. So if there is some anomalies detected in your data, like there is some kind of anomalies, right? In that case, it can be early detected and you can enable. So because of that early detection, then you are able to resolve your health issues. Now, next is a personalized care. So data-driven insights allows the tailored treatment part. So here the tailored treatment plans are like a specific plan can be allocated depending upon your data. So specifically, like as we have a lot of data available because of remote monitoring, so specialized or personalized care can be taken. So this is what happens when you early detect and manage the chronic conditions is because of that we can prevent the complications due to early detection, and it can give you the better result or it can improve the outcomes. Next is improved medication adherence. Because of this, we can have the reduced hospitalizations, and people are definitely following the whatever are being told. Like they follow the or they this is improving the adherence or connectivity with the patients by the providers. Now, but what are the challenges and considerations in telehealth implementation is technology access. So this particular there should be the internet connectivity, which is very, very important. So the important is that patients should have the access to the necessary technology. Next is privacy and security, that is robust safeguard of the patient's data. So data should be safeguarded, right? Next is reimbursement, like billing part. So this is also a very important part, like clear payment models should be provided for the telehealth services and the clinical workflow. So it should integrate the telehealth apps or services into the existing healthcare systems. Now, still, it is not that popular in India, but it is very popular in the abroad. So, but still, after COVID, I can say telehealth services are in demand in India also. Now, the major, like as we are interested more in like communication in healthcare. So now what is Internet of Medical Things, IOMT? This how it is transforming the healthcare. So it explores the transformative potential of the Internet of Medical Things, right? So here we are going to see how IOMT is important in the healthcare and how it is bringing the revolution, what are its benefits and the future possibilities. So now IoT is what? It connects the medical devices, sensors, and the software, which is used to collect, analyze, and the share health data. And so it is empowering the healthcare professionals with real-time insights. So because we have lot many like sensors available and the softwares which are connecting the data from the sensors, and with which it is providing the health cares or physicians with the real-time insights. Now we have the smart watches, like we have Fitbit, right? So from wearable fitness trackers to advanced like smart hospital systems, IOMT is playing very, very important role because it is used in like wide range in the healthcare or providing the wide range of applications in the healthcare domain. So you can see here, like we have these smart watches nowadays. Everyone is nowadays using such kind of devices because it is monitoring our like heart rate. Then smart thermometers are there, glucose meters, like what is our sugar level, right? Then pulse oximeters. So these are the few sensors which are embedded in this kind of the smart watches via IMT. Next is remote patient monitoring and the data integration. So vital sign of monitoring. So continuous collection of vital signs. And so what happens when you have a continuous collection of data, then you can get to know the abnormalities if found. And so there is a possibility of early detection of health changes. Next is medical adherence tracking. So real-time monitoring of medication intake, if whether they are reminders, like we can see at like in the apps, they also provide the reminders, so which is improving the treatment efficacy and reducing the adverse events. Next is the data integration, and so all this is possible via what is a big data. So data integration and analysis, so centralized data management, like collection of huge data through cloud computing, and then analysis for the personalized care and proactive intervention. So because of this big data analysis, due to vast improvement in the prediction algorithms, due to the like we can say as AI is involved everywhere. So because of this analysis, the personalized care, and this is possible through the like I can say through remote monitoring. Now, what are smart hospitals and automated care delivery? So, in like in smart hospitals, how it is possible? Automated drug dispensing. Dispensing means you have robots. You can see through this image also. So, accurate and efficient medication, like very precise medication delivery. It minimizes the error and ensures the patient safety. So, this is possible via using the robotics. Then robotic assisted surgery. So nowadays robots are playing very important role in surgery also. So enhanced precision and reduce invasiveness. And this is providing the improved outcomes in the surgical procedures. And then patient monitoring system. So real-time monitoring of patient vital signs like their data. It enables to prompt interventions in emergencies. So these are the, we can say, some building blocks of the smart hospitals in the today's era. Then, what are the home-based IoT applications? Are chronic disease managements, like you have diabetes, you have heart disease, asthma. So as you are remotely monitoring, the doctor can get the access of your data. So it is possible to detect the chronic diseases, and it can be like preventive measures can be taken. Then medication reminders. So automated reminders are there. So for medication intake, which provides or it reduces the missing of the doses. Virtual consultation is also possible. Like you can meet doctor virtually, and you can via like when we can say, if you give access of your data, then the proper treatment can be given through the virtual consultation. Then fall detection and emergency response. So IOMT also plays important role when there is a, like you have sensors allocated. With that, you can detect the falls, especially in the, we can say, old age people. So this can be a helpful part, and this is possible due to IOMT. So what is role of IMT and the preventive healthcare? So personalized healthcare recommendation, which we saw. Second is the early disease detection and lifestyle modification guidance. So this is all possible due to the IOMT, which is involved in giving the, or which is involved in the healthcare domain. So now few apps, if you go through, like what are the remote health monitoring apps? So Dozy, India. So it focuses on the contactless remote patient monitoring. So it tracks the heart rate, respiratory rate, sleep cycles. If you want to find sleep apnea, stress level. So this is very ideal app for, or it is a very good health monitoring system. It is used for ideal for hospitals and home care to monitor the patient with chronic illness. So what is the impact of using such apps? It reduces the hospitalization. Then it provides the continuous monitoring and the alerts. Then you have Apple Watch, Apple Health. With Apple Watch, same way it tracks health rate, ECG, blood sugar, blood oxygen level, physical activity, how much you are, like your steps counting. So this is possible. Then comes the, if you take Philips IntelliView Guardian, what it do? It is mainly focusing the hospital and grade remote monitoring. So how it is tracking the vital signs and early warning scores, and it provides the predictive alerts. So this is very ideal for system for the intensive ICU care systems, and generally it is used in the hospital wards. So it is improving the patient outcomes through the early intervention. So if there is any emergency, that can be, the doctors can get the alerts via this app or this kind of a system. Then you have one more, like patch for diabetes by Dexcom. So Dexcom is this, they have used this kind of systems, which is mainly focusing on the glucose monitoring for diabetes, and it tracks the blood sugar levels in real time via the wearable sensors. And this app is, it syncs with the apps for alerts and the data sharing with the physicians. So these are the few where you can see the systems, remote health monitoring systems, and the apps which are present in the market. Now, what are the challenges and considerations in this? Like privacy, security, and data management. These are very, very important. So data security and privacy, like you have to, because the data of the patient is very sensitive, right? Because it gives, it is like the health information which you are providing from. So you have to protect this the sensitive data from the unauthorized access, like users. So you have to provide that kind of data security, that kind of protocols should be there in this case. Then data should be interoperable. So how it is interoperable, like it should ensure the seamless data exchange between different IoMT devices. Like there should be, data should be connected to different IoMT devices and the healthcare systems. And there should be some governance body, and where you can register the complaints, and which can also be used, like a centralized data collection can be possible. So a regulatory system is needed. Then what are the emergency trends and outlooks for IoT? So 5G, like we know that everywhere, if you want that, connectivity is a major issue. So like 5G means it is in gigabytes, like we have 10 Gbps the speed rate, and nowadays 6G is also like we can say it is gaining the market where it is in the terabytes. So we can say that now the world is like we can be in the era of yottabytes, like cloud computing. We know that it has like it has surpassed all the right memory requirements. So same way in this case we can say that now 5G is running on Gbps speed, 10 Gbps. So if we go with 6G and 7G, they will be definitely surpassing Gbps and they will be in terabytes rate, right? So 5G connectivity is must. Like then AI is also playing very, so like I can say communication and AI, they are going in hand to hand. So AI is possible due to great connectivity. So 5G and like AI, they are playing very important role. So automated diagnosis, so this is possible because of cloud. You are getting a lot of data, like you are getting very a lot of data, and due to that your prediction or training and testing prediction theory is working, because we know that deep learning algorithms are data hungry. It requires lot of data. So for that data, this is only possible through the cloud. So AI is also playing very important role in this via cloud computing. And then there is a this is other one is the wearable technology, like smart watches and like advanced and integrated sensors, which are continuously monitoring the our, like they are monitoring all our what I can say, these sensors are monitoring each and every parameter of our body. So wearable technology is also very popular nowadays. So this is a full roadmap, we can say, from for IOMT. So we can say it is IOMT is holding a immense potential to revolutionize the healthcare, and it is delivering the personalized and it is cost effective also, we can say. So it is gaining lot of market in the today's era. Now, what is the future of AI powered healthcare communication? So this is what we can say. This is your augmented reality or virtual reality, which is playing very important role. Then AI assisted surgeries, robots like assisted surgery is also nowadays very popular, and the apps, health based apps. So future trends and innovation in healthcare industries are majorly the AI integration, then comes the wearable devices, and the third one is the augmented reality. So with due to AI integration, due to like AI is popular due to big data, and due to the very, I can say like very robust algorithms or robust models. So personalized care plans and automated diagnosis is possible due to this AI integration. Then comes the wearable devices, like continuous monitoring and early detection of health issues. This is possible due to the wearable devices. And third thing is augmented reality. So interactive medical training and surgical guidance. This is a backbone of the augmented reality. Now, what is the digital transformation in the healthcare, which is due to AI? That is an enhanced diagnosis because of, we can say, very robust models of AI like CNN, convolutional neural network. You have reinforcement learning, then you have RNN, then you have Gen AI, generative AI. So due to this, as the algorithms, it analyzes vast data, and it is very important to predict and diagnose the disease with precision, like with very high accuracy and the speed. Then personalized treatment, the plans can be tailored depending upon the patient's characterized characteristics and the medical history. So medical history and the patient, we can say genes. That genes theory is also playing a very important role in order to tailor the personalized treatment. And then AI is also playing a very important role in the drug discovery. So in order in medicine also, precision medicine is also nowadays very popular domain, where AI is used to develop new drugs and theories. So these are possible due to the AI. Now, enhancing the physician and patient communication. So, you know that real-time translators are there. So, how translators are useful? Because priorly there was a language barriers, but now due to generative AI, as we know that we are in the world of Chat GPT, Copilot, Gemini, right? So, language barriers are totally, we can say they are, AI has break down that, and it enables the effective communication between the patients and the healthcare. So multilingual, so I can say LLM models, large language models are very, very popular, which are used for translation. So they act as a translators, like you can translate English to Hindi, you can translate Hindi to Marathi. So this is like real-time translation is possible. Then personalized health information, which we have already discussed, and now appointment scheduling. So AI is also, it is streamlining the scheduling of the appointment. It is reducing the wait time, and it is improving to the like improving the overall patient care. Next is like what is the best part? AI generated replies. So it is reducing the cognitive burden on the providers. So automated responses, like AI is generating the personalized replies to the like chat through the chatbots. It is possible to provide the replies to the routine patient inquiries, and it is so it is reducing the burden on the providers. Like it is which they can utilize that time for the complex task, and it is improving the overall efficiency, because all that administrative tasks like scheduling, documentation, billing, this is all it can be automated, and the focus can be given on the patient care. So overall the AI is also helping in improving the efficiency. Now, next part, as we have chatbot. So this chatbot is, it is also playing an important role in improving the empathy and the quality in the patient messages, like what we are messaging, the providers are providing the messages. So emotional intelligence, as AI is being, like we can say, intelligence is provided, like emotional intelligence is being provided. So because of that, like it analyzes what patient is expecting, and it understands their emotions, and it is providing the empathic replies. So this is also helping in improving the patient's health. Then personalized recommendation is definitely one of the important part. So how AI is leveraging to prevent the physician burnout. So it is automating the task of administrative, like you have billing, documentation. So this is all reduce repetitive task. Automation care is being taken by AI. Then decision support. So as we have robust AI algorithms, so it is providing the evidence-based recommendations. So which is helping the physicians to take to make a proper decision, right? So it is reducing the stress and the uncertainty. So decision, like to give a precise decision, like what treatment plan should be provided. So that is also possible due to the AI algorithms. And improved work-life balance. I think so in today's world, everyone is very health conscious nowadays, especially after the COVID era. Majorly there is a transformation. People are taking a lot of like care, like so, and with that, so they are also, there is a improved work-life balance. People are paying attention to their physical health. So, and how this is possible? Because we have lot of apps, we have wearable devices with which it is possible in today's era. So now how there is a transparency between like trust, because AI, like there should be a transparency and a trust should be built. So how it is possible? So clear communication, like it should be told to the patients, like this AI is playing or sometimes we say that, as we said, that emotional intelligence. So you get a like patients can be given a automated responses, so that should be known to the patient. So there should be a transparency, like clear communication about the AI's role in the healthcare, that should be told. Then patients should understand and consent to be given to the use of AI. So they should know that they are using their, or they are in the world of AI. And data privacy, that is very, very important, or it is a mandatory part. So this is, as we discussed, it is AI is playing very important role in streamlining the hospital operations, data management, because you have it can keep the electronic health records. It can automate the systems of billing and inventory management and data analytics, which is very, very prior to do the to develop the precision algorithms. Now, how it is helping in enhancing the emergency responses and crisis management? So there are the systems like dispatch systems. So there is a rapid like deployment of resources based on the location and the severity of the emergency. So this is possible due to the today's world of communication, real-time communication, that is coordination between the responders, hospitals, and emergency services via apps. Like we know that every today's world we have so many tracking apps. So this is possible. Then patient tracking is like monitoring the patient status and treatment progression throughout the response. Now, how it is ensuring the secure and confidential? So again, encryption of the data, like we need to have very good protocols or encryption models, so it can protect and safeguard the patient information during transmission. Then access control, so the access should be restricted to only the authorized persons, and auditing and monitoring, that is tracking the data access and activity for the security purposes. Then how how the empowering the patients through the communication element self-care. So how it is possible? This is self-monitoring, then virtual consultations, and real-time access to their health information. So this is all possible due to the AI. So now how artificial intelligence is playing an important role in diagnosis and the treatment. So here we are going to see that how AI plays very important role in diagnosis and the treatment part. So AI refers to computer systems that perform the task with typically requiring very less human intelligence and like learning algorithm. Like we know that learning and problem solving and the decision making. So this is the particular task which is done with minimal human intelligence. And so here, and what are the applications? So AI is used widely for application like diagnostic, then treatment planning, drug discovery, patient care. So these are the wide range of applications of AI in the healthcare. So now first part is like image analysis. As I said, there are vast variety of algorithms which can analyze like medical images like X-rays, scans, MRIs, which can detect the anomalies or abnormalities, and it assists in the diagnosis. Then disease prediction, like so AI model can predict the risk of developing the certain diseases based on the patient data and the lifestyle, so and the genetic info. So these three plays very important role. So continuous monitoring of the patient data, then how is their lifestyle and the genetic information. So these three can be combined together, and a robust AI model can be built with which the prediction of the disease becomes easier. And then comes, so due to this, the early detection is possible because you are monitoring the data of the person. So early signs of disease can be detected. So now, what are the diagnostic tools and techniques? So machine learning algorithms, okay, vast amount of data, it identifies the patterns and accordingly it makes the prediction, like cancer prediction, or we can have where CNN algorithms can be used, or fracture detection, or we can have like for eye, we can glaucoma problems, right? So where the fundus imaging is playing an important role. So this is how the machine learning algorithms helps. Next is the natural language processing. So NLP. Now Gen AI is generative AI is totally based, or it is a part of NLP, natural language processing. So AI systems can analyze and understand the medical text. It assists with the medical documentation and the patient records. So here also AI can play an important role. So those who are aspiring researchers can think of this domain for if they are really interested in doing something in the medical domain or in healthcare. So this is also one of the area. Then developing next is deep learning algorithms. So with the help of big data, like if you have a large data set and with the data augmentation, a complex algorithms can be developed for highly accurate diagnosis and the predictions. Now, what are the opportunities for AI in treatment optimization? Again, the same thing, you have personalized treatments, efficient drug discovery with AI, and with this, you can have the cost reduction. Then what are the challenges and limitations? But now, what are the big challenges in the, like when you are using AI in the healthcare domain? So data quality and availability, because data is very secure. So it is crucial for accurate, because as deep learning algorithms or machine learning algorithms require large amount of data. So, but that healthcare data may be incomplete, or it might be fragmented. So it might be incomplete. So in that case, then how your algorithm can be trained? So there can be, second part is, as you are using ML algorithms, so here there can be a biasing in the data, right? Which can lead to unfair or discriminating outcomes. So predictive algorithm should be very precise and accurate. So it should not be like, if it gets biased and if it gives a wrong interpretation in the healthcare, basically in especially in the healthcare domain, then that can be very, very what dangerous, we can say. So that can be also one of the, like, you need to look into this parameter. Then AI models are also like, they are only as good as the data they are trained on. So training is very, very important part of AI models. So if there is some errors in that, then it can get that errors can get propagated in the model prediction. So this is also, so everything is depending upon the data, but that data is very, we can say, secure. So if you do, and if it is incomplete and fragmented, then there is a problem, like how you will, how to train the model. That can be a big problem. And then you need to, like, through these models, you need to go through, or you should build a proper algorithm with which you can make decisions, and you can ensure the transparency in healthcare, right? And then only that models can be adapted. Otherwise, then if the prediction is very like, if it is low or if it is inefficient, then the models cannot be adapted for medical domain. Now, so what is the ethical and responsible AI? So privacy and data security, these are the very important points. Then the transparency and like, it is playing an essential role to build the trust between the patient and the providers, and fairness and equity, right? So these are the three ethical and responsible points which should take into consideration when you are developing, or when you are in the AI or era of the AI. So now, again, what are the regulatory considerations and governance? Like, you should take first a patient consent, then clinical trials, then you should meet the industry standards, and then you have to develop the policy. So these are all related to the regulatory considerations. So how is the integration of AI in the clinical flows? So you can have the pilot programs, then you can go with training and educational programs, and workflow optimization, and the continuous monitoring. So here, everywhere AI can play an important role. Now, next is how there is a rise of AI assisted surgeries. So AI assisted surgery represent, so this is very, like, I can say, hot topic of today's era. So it represent like major shift of the medical field, where you are surgeons are being empowered with the intelligent technology for enhanced, so precision, safety, and efficiency. So now AI is like, AI assisted robots are playing very important role in the, we can say, intelligent surgeries. So now, what are the benefits of AI assisted surgeries? It gives enhanced precision, like, definitely they will be very precise. So as they are AI powered tools, it enables surgeon to perform delicate procedures with greater accuracy, and it minimizes the errors, and it definitely improves the outcomes. Now, reduce risk, because it can analyze the patient data, and it can provide the real-time feedback. So with this, the surgeons they can identify, and they can mitigate the potential risk during the surgery. So this is also possible due to AI assisted surgeries. And then definitely due to this enhanced precision and like, we can say, real-time feedback, definitely it improves the overall efficiency in the surgery. So due to the AI algorithms, it optimizes the surgical workflow. Definitely time is also being optimized. It reduces the procedural time and allowing the faster recovery. So improved surgical precision and accuracy. So due to how this is possible, so because of image analysis, you have vast medical images with which you can identify tumors, vessels, or other structures with high precision. Then robotic assistance, as we said. So AI-powered robotic systems is providing surgeon the enhanced control and minimal invasive procedures. So they have, so the procedure is being reduced vastly. So minimal invasive procedures and then real-time feedback. So this is helping or guiding the surgeons to avoid the potential errors or risk during the surgeries. Now, how to reduce the risk of complications? So how the complications can be reduced due to the predictive analysis, as AI can predict like what can be through the patient data and the what I can say, trends, what are the trends going on. So this, it can allow the surgeons to take the preventive measures. Then early warning systems. So AI can monitor the patient during the surgery, and it can detect the early signs of complications, and it can give the alert to the surgeon so that immediate action can be taken. And then comes the improved patient safety. So due to this, due to the predictive analysis and the early warning systems, definitely the patient safety is being improved. So due to this, the procedure time and the recovery, they are reduced because of AI assisted surgery. This is vastly reduced in the today's era. Now, so what is the best part again? So how it is possible to go for remote surgery also. So what do you mean by remote surgery? So AI assisted surgery, it enables the surgeon to perform the procedure remotely, like expanding the access to the specialized care for patients in the underserved areas. So in the underserved areas, so remotely the AI assisted robots can take part in the surgery and they can follow the procedures. Next is the telemedicine. Like AI can facilitate the telemedicine consultations. So it allows a surgeon to collaborate with the colleagues from the around the world and provide the remote guidance. So now what is a communication role in AI, like for the healthcare sector? So it is possible that data sharing and it is interoperable. So how? So AI systems can rely on data from electronic health recorders like EHRs, medical imaging, laboratory tests. So efficient communication between these systems is very, very necessary, because only imaging will not be right way of developing the robust algorithm. So with that, you require the health records like patient health signs, like there are different signals, right? And the lab tests. So this all should be combined together in order to build the robust algorithms. So, and then what are the interoperable standards? So, like communication protocols, HL7 and the FHIR, that is your, they are, they enable AI tools to work across the diverse healthcare systems. So, with which it is possible to integrate many more systems together. So, what are that now? So, HL7 is the health level 7 and FHIR is the fast health interoperable resources. So they are the essential. So these two, HL7 and FHIR, they are the essential communication protocols and the standards which are used in the healthcare. So they enable the seamless data exchange between the different systems, making, so these are basically they are for the healthcare sector, these two standards. So what is the best part of this? They enable the seamless data exchange between different systems, making them interoperable, and they can be integrated also with the AI system. So now how it is? Now HL7 is, it is, what are the formats? They are in the text or XML formats. Here it is FHR is the modern web technologies. Ease of use is with FHR. Then flexibility is limited in HL7. It is highly flexible for model apps. So now with this, due to HL7 and FHR, what is possible? So there is a data standardization. So all the, what I can say, data can be like they should be provided in these formats which are provided by HL7 and FHR. So all the clinical or medical data, they need to be provided in the formats given by these two communication protocols. Then real-time data exchange is possible through HL7 and FHIR and interoperable. So because of this, it is possible to So it is improving the AI role in the health sector. Due to these two protocols, it is definitely improving the AI role in the health sector. But now, what are the challenges and limitations of AI integration? Same thing again, we have to have a data privacy as we are dealing with the medical data. Then we have to deal with the biasing parts due to the deep learning algorithms and the cost and the access. So when you are using AI assisted surgeries, definitely it will be costly. So that is a part of discussion. So now what are the current advancement in this particular surgery part? So we have AI powered robotic surgery systems. Then there are researches going on in developing the AI algorithms that can predict surgical outcomes with greater accuracy. And virtual reality and augmented reality, they are also playing a very important role in surgery, right? To improve the precision and enhance visualization. Like if any of you have watched a attack movie of John Ibrahim, so you can see there this kind of like how AI they have very nicely shown that how that chip was integrated in his body and how it played very important role in like regaining his posture. And like it was if definitely if you could definitely watch that movie, which is giving you a complete like I can say like how AI can help in today's world and especially in medical domain. So that movie have really shown a greater explanation, I can say. Next is same, the ethical considerations and regulatory frameworks are very, very important. Now, how robotics is playing an important role in medicine and the health science. Okay. So now what are that emergence of medical robots, like from humble beginning to advanced capabilities, right? So early medical robots, what they were doing, they were just assisting with the surgery and the transporting the medical supplies. Now in today's world, as the robots are highly intelligent due to the integration of AI, so they have now used or they have gained the they have the advanced capabilities. So what are that? So we have robots for surgical assistance, like surgical robots assist surgeons with minimum invasive procedures. It provides enhanced precision and the accuracy. Then you have service robots. So what is the role of service robots? So service robots, it assists in the task of like disinfection, delivery, patient interaction. Like so, these are called as the service robots in the medical domain. Then there are modular robots. So what is the work of modular robots? Modular robots, it customize and can be adapted to perform the variety of tasks, making them so they can be customized. So they are versatile and adaptable. Then social robots. So they provide the companionship and emotional support for the to the patients. So it reduces the loneliness and improves the mental well-being of the patient. So surgical assistant robots, what is the best part? Minimal invasive surgery and the enhanced precision is possible with the surgical assistant robots. Now, robotic rehabilitation and the prosthetics. So what they are doing, they are enhancing the patient recovery and mobility. So post-stroke rehabilitation is very important. So how it is being done? These devices, it assists the patients with physical therapy. It after the stroke, it helps to regain their strength and the mobility. You can see here, this is the prosthetics arm. So advanced robotic prosthetics provides amputees with more natural and functional limbs, allowing them to regain their independence and participate in the activities which they were previously enjoying. Now, what are the role of autonomous mobile robots? It is used for disinfection, delivery, and the patient interaction. So, autonomous robots, what is the best part? They can be used for disinfection, reducing the risk of hospital-acquired infections. So, here they can be used like in COVID era. They were the most popular than the delivery. So, they can deliver the medications, medical supplies, and meals, freeing up the nurse and the other staffs from the so that they can focus on the patient care and the patient interaction. So these robots can provide patients with the information, entertainment, and the companionship. Now, what are the benefits of medical robots? Like improved patient care, So due to this, the patient care will be improved, so that it can give a surgical, like surgical assisted robot can provide a very accurate, like I can say, operations, faster recovery, and more effective, streamlined workflows. So they can automate all the tasks, so freeing up the task to focus on the patients. Then next is the safer environment. So robot can help to create a safer environment for the patients. Okay, and it can, like they can avoid of the staff performing the tasks that are hazardous or repetitive. Now, what are the challenges over here? So building the patient trust. So maybe the patient may be hesitant to trust the robots with their healthcare. So now, still it is not that popular, right? So that can be one of the challenge. Then skill gaps. The healthcare professionals may have to get the required skills to embed the robots in their domain, right? Then ensuring the safety. So it is crucial that to ensure that robotic systems are safe and reliable. So if the algorithms go wrong, then it can create a haphazard situations. So now what are the healthcare industries which are definitely working in this domain? So there is a Boston Dynamics which is working in the healthcare application. So its focus is on robots assisted assistance in the hospitals. So they have innovated a robot like called Spot. Spot is a robot which is created by the Boston Dynamics. It is used for contactless delivery of medications and monitoring the vital signs of the so this was very important during the COVID-19 pandemic. So they have developed a robot for contactless delivery, okay, and monitoring the vital signs. Then what was the impact of this robot Spot? So it reduced the healthcare workers exposure to infectious diseases, right? Because that whole thing was taken care by the robot while improving the efficiency. Next company is Medtronic. So what is the focus of Medtronic? It focuses on AI-driven devices and the robotics for healthcare. So Hugo is a robot-assisted surgery system. So this is a robot which is used for the surgery, which is used for minimal, so it does very precise surgery with minimal invasives, right? Then they are AI, they also go for innovation they have done is in the AI powered system for real-time patient monitoring and insulin pumps for the diabetes management. So they have created the insulin pumps for the diabetes management. Then what is the impact of this? So it has created a revolution in the chronic disease management and the surgical precision. Now there is one more company, Intuitive Surgical. So what is their focus? Their focus is again on robotic assisted surgery, right? So that contactless robot or such kind for medical delivery, medicine delivery and all this. So they were there priorly. But now major research is going on for robotic assisted surgery. So the Da Vinci surgical system, which is very popular, if you just search, Google search it, you will come to know that it is a widely used robotic platform which enables surgeon to perform the surgeries with minimal invasive procedures. Okay, and it is used in over 10 million procedures worldwide. So up till now, this Da Vinci surgical system is used over 10 million procedures. It is including urology, gynecology, cardiotherapies. So there, this robot has played a very important role. Then one more is there a Striker, which is the healthcare industries, which again it is working on the robotic surgical systems. So Mako robotic arm assisted surgery for joint replacement and providing a greater precision in knee and hip surgeries. So this was their Mako robot which assisted for the to the doctors, right? In the surgery. For which kind of surgeries? It is a joint replacement or knee or hip surgeries. So this provided definitely the outcome or impact was which has enhanced the surgical outcomes with the reduced recovery time. Now again, what is the role of communication in the robotic surgery? So surgeon-robot interface. So there is a possible. So robotic surgery systems like Da Vinci system, it totally depends upon the real-time communication between the surgeon and the robot, right? So surgeon's commands are transmitted to the robot via highly responsive systems. Okay. So what is the role of communication over here? It ensures the seamless interaction where the precise movement are translated without any latency. So there should not be any delay or error when this robot is playing an important role in the surgery, definitely the commands which are provided, so they should be fast, there should not be any latency. Then telesurgery. Now, what is a telesurgery? So here the high-speed internet or satellite-based communication, it enables the surgeon to perform the robotic surgery from a distance. So for that, you need a very high-speed internet or a satellite-based communication. So what is the example of it? A surgeon in one city, it can control a surgical robot in the another location. So what requires here? It requires ultra low latency, right? So there should not be any latency and high bandwidth connections. So ensure the real-time responsiveness and avoid the delays. Then there should be also feedback mechanism. So how the communication in feedback system plays a role. So robotic system communicates sensory feedback like tactile or visual data. So they give this feedback to the surgeon. So it for enhancing the precision and the situational awareness. So that feedback, so there should not be any delay in that case, in that part also. So what is the role of communication over here? It allows the surgeon to feel virtual sensations or visualize the high resolution images during the procedure. So this is the role or this. So communication is definitely playing a very important role, because if you don't have high speed networks or and without any latency, this is not possible. Robotic surgery is not possible, especially the distance robotic surgeries or telesurgeries are not possible. Now, collaborative surgeries. So multidisciplinary communication, like surgeons and other specialists all around the world, they can collaborate during the robotic surgeries via video conferencing or data sharing platforms. So now again, role of communication will be what over here? It facilitates the decision making, then expert consultation during the complex procedures. So the surgeons all around the world can meet together virtually, and they can take a decision during for the complex procedures. Now, patient monitoring and integration. So data communication, what does it says? Robotic systems can be integrated with the patient monitoring devices, sharing the real-time vitals with the surgical team. So here it ensures that the patient safety is prioritized during surgery by providing the continuous update on the critical health parameters. So this is important. And training and simulation. Now, what does this virtual augmented reality? So nowadays, when for the doctors to learn, so it is possible via the virtual and the augmented reality. How it is possible? So communication technologies are using training surgeons on robotic systems. So they are training the surgeons on the robotic system through the simulation. Like you get the simulation, you get the essence when you are going for simulation during the car driving, right? So course. So same way here, doctors can be virtually, or they can be doing the surgeries virtually through the simulation platforms and the remote mentorship. So here, what is the role of communication? It enables the interactive learning and real-time guidance from the mentors. So this is possible. So overall, we can say that the robotic surgery itself is a part of surgical and technological domain. And what communication technologies are essential for this? It enables the remote surgeries, it ensures the real-time responsiveness, and definitely collaboration for it facilitates the collaboration and the training. So now, what is the future of robotics in the healthcare? It is increased autonomy and integration with the AI. So robots will be increasingly autonomous and perform tasks with minimum human intervention. Again, AI integration means medical robots will be integrated with AI, and they can via how it is possible to learn through the big data and the personalized care. So definitely robotics is transforming the medical and the healthcare domain via AI and the high-speed communication networks. Now, what is the role of large language models in the healthcare? So LLM is playing a very important role. So what they are doing now, what is the role of LLM models in the healthcare is, so they are AI systems which are trained on the massive text data, right? So Gen AI, a popular like your Chat GPT, Copilot, and all, they are popular due to what? They are working on the massive, like Google have access to all our data, right? So they are trained on the massive text data they can understand and generate a human-like text, right? Performing various language tasks. So language barrier is completely, we can say, eradicated due to LLM models, right? Now, how they work? Because they are using which kind of algorithms? Deep learning algorithms like RNN, you have recurrent neural networks, you have LSTM models, you have GRU. So they learn the patterns and relationship in the text, and then they can translate. So they can use to generate the text, they can use to translate, and they can create different text in different languages. So now what are the applications of LLM in the healthcare? So clinical documentation. So LLM can help doctors to document the data, note-taking procedures, so they can reduce the time over here of the doctors. Then patient communication. So it can help the patients to communicate with their healthcare providers more effectively, because now language is not a barrier. Why? Because any language can be converted into the other one. So language translators or translation is possible due to the LLM models. And then it is also playing an important role in the administrative task. So again, the same thing. So because of this improving the clinical documentation and note taking, so it becomes fast and more efficient. Then it provides improved accuracy and the reduced burnout. Now, enhancing the patient provider communication. So LLM is, as I said, it is removing all the language barriers. So you can, patient and a doctor with different languages can also communicate. Then patient education, LLM can generate personalized education, like health information and education in their language. So depending upon which language a patient can understand, so they can generate that data, health information and the data in that particular language due to the LLM models. And symptom tracking. So this is also possible. So LLM can also help to track their symptoms and communicate with the providers more effectively and improving the overall care of the patients. So definitely it is it is also helping in streamlining the administrative tasks. So appointment scheduling, billing, coding, data management. Here also now who is playing very important role is the LLM models. So this is assisting in the medical diagnosis also. So for data analysis, in diagnosis support. So definitely LLM model can also analyze the medical data. Like only imaging is not the domain, likewise, right? So CSV files, they also play a very important role. So as well as the text coded data. So LLM models can definitely analyze that data, and it can assist in giving the accurate diagnosis, right? And the treatment recommendation, like recommendation systems, and nowadays which are very popular, right? So we can see a lot of pop-ups. If you are searching for some kind of data, you can see a lot of pop-ups. So these are which kind of systems? These are all the recommendation systems. So these are, what is the base of this? This is the LLM models. Okay. So here also LLM models can play very important role. Again, the same thing. It can play important role in health education, lifestyle recommendation, disease management. Again, the same challenges we have in LLM also: data privacy, bias, and fairness. Okay, because there also you will be using the RNN networks, deep learning models, and the transparency. So this is the future outlook of the LLM in the healthcare. Now, next is the power of multi-omics and how it is playing important role in diagnosis and the treatment. So nowadays, the single biomarkers are never used. So we go for multiple biomarkers. So what are multi-omics data? Okay, so here genomics. So what are genomics? It is a study of the complete set of genes within an organisms. That comes the genomics. Then comes the proteomics. So what is a proteomics? It is examining the full set of proteins produced by an organism. Then what are the transcriptomics? They are analyzing the expression of the genes as a RNA transcripts. And metabolomics. What are these metabolomics? They investigate the collection of small molecules produced by the cells. So see, these are the multi-omic data. Like we have genomics, we have proteomics, we have transcriptomics, we have metabolomics. So, like, what are the drawbacks of the traditional diagnosis? So, it was depending upon the diagnosis was totally depending upon the single biomarker. And so, it was overlooking the complexity of the diseases, right? So, lack of specificity. So, existing test may struggle to differentiate between the similar conditions, leading to misdiagnosis, right? So, nowadays, multi-omics data is very, very popular, and it is also one of the, I can say, a research field, like going for diagnosis treatment via the multiomics data. So here it tailors the treatment. So multiomics data empowers the development of personalized therapies. So tailoring to the individual patient. So depending upon their genes, like you can see there, what are this gene set of like genes data, then protein data, RNA, and the small molecules which are. So all this data is combined together, and then that personalized therapies can be given to the individual patients. Then comes the precise interventions. So because of this, the personalized medicines can best possible medicine or best possible treatment can be provided as you have a multiple biomarkers included. So now genomics, it identifies the variants associated with the disease. Then transcriptomics, what it do, it understands the gene expression patterns in the disease cells. Proteomics, it analyzes the protein changes associated with the disease progression. And metabolomics, it detects the metabolic alteration indicative of the disease status. So what are the important part here? We have to first identify which biomarkers you are going to do. Then you have to go for trials, clinical trials to confirm the diagnostics and test, and then the implementation. Okay, so these are the three roadmap when you are dealing with the multiomics data. So what are the advantages of going for multiomics data? It is giving early detection is possible. Then disease subtyping. So what is that? So it identifies the disease subtypes based on the molecular profiles leading to the targeted therapies. So again, it plays very important role in drug selection and the dosing, like which drug will be the correct one when you are using the multi-omic data for the diagnosis and the treatment, as well as what should be the dose given to that particular patient. So now here, what are the challenges? Again, data integration, because you have to integrate data from different omic platforms. So when you have to integrate data, then that is itself a big challenge. Then data analysis, because you have to handle or you have to deal or you have to analyze very complex multi-omics data. And the cost, because you need multiple biomarkers. So definitely the cost is one of the major part. Now, this is all about the multi-omics part. Now, next is the 3D and the 4D printing, how they are transforming the healthcare. So, 3D and the 4D printing they are definitely playing a very important role in diagnosis, treatment, and the patient care. So, how it is? Now, what is first of all 3D printing? So, it builds 3D objects layer by layer from a digital model. Then what is the 4D printing? It is an extension of the 3D printing where the object can change their shape and the properties in response to their external stimuli. So here, how this, like what is the historical development? So it started in the early 1980s. The first commercial 3D printing technology, it came into existence. Then in 1990s, there was a development of FDM, that is fused deposition modeling, and other 3D printing processes. And in 2000, it was much popular and it was used, like 3D printing was popular and it was being widely used. So now what are the advancement in the 4D printing? Shape shifting. You can change the shape based on the temperature, light, and the other stimuli. Then the self-assembly object can assemble themselves into the complex structures from flat sheet. Then the smart materials. So materials that can sense and respond their environment, enable them the self-healing and the adaptable devices. Now, what are the applications of 3D printing in the healthcare? Prosthetics and orthotics. So customized and lightweight prosthetics and orthotics that are tailored to the individual needs. Then implant and surgical guides. So personalized implants and surgical guides that can improve the accuracy and it can reduce the, so it can also play important role in surgeries. And the drug delivery. So 3D printed drug delivery systems allows precise dosage and the targeted drug release. So this is 3D printing is also playing an important role. You can see here. This is customized 3D printed prosthetics and the orthotics, right? So prosthetics that are perfectly tailored to the individual's anatomy and the needs. So depending upon what patient has the anatomy and the need, accordingly it can change, it can be customized. These are the lightweight and durable. So you can see here. So here we can see the prosthetics and the images of the orthotics. So materials that are both lightweight, durable, and providing the comfort and the required functionality. So they also help in the, or they guide the surgeries. So they provide enhanced precision, patient-specific designs, minimal invasive procedures. So these are the advantages of the 3D printed implants. They also play important role in drug delivery, then tissue engineering, microfluidics. So there also 4D printing plays a very important role. Now, what is power of communication? So how this is possible? 3D and 4D printing technologies, how that revolution has been brought or how they are important in this. So communication, it is playing very important role. So how it is? So now suppose you are converting a design from a CAD software to the 3D printers, okay? So it requires what? There should be an accurate translation of the complex geometrics and the specifications. So otherwise, what can happen? It can give the faulty design. There can be the wastage of the materials and the projects can get delay. So solution for this is what? A communication protocol, should be there, which ensures a smooth flow of data between the software and the hardware. So STL files are used to translate the 3D models into a format the printer can understand. So this communication ensures faithful reproduction of the intended design. So who is again playing a very important role? The communication protocol, which is required, which can provide a what I can say, a smooth flow of data between a software and the hardware. IoT. So Internet of the Things. So connection and the intelligent printing. So there is again what IoT-enabled printers can send data to the cloud platforms or monitoring systems, and it can provide the insights into the material usage, temperature, print process, what is going on. You can see here the printing process, then predictive maintenance, remote management. So this is all possible due to the Internet of the Things. Sensor feedback. Again, it is very important, like sensor monitors the temperature of the printed bed, right? So it ensures the optimal conditions for material extrusion and the print quality, then material flow, right? Real-time adjustment. So how it can be done? So this is based on the sensory feedback. So here you can share the design. So collaboration and innovation is possible. So here, why it is possible, how it is possible via the cloud platforms. So cloud platforms plays very important role where you can share the designs. So cloud platform allows teams to collaborate on the design, share the feedback and make the edits in the real time, fostering a more efficient and the iterative design procedures. Then distributed printing. So it is not needed that you can have the printing at different locations because you can share the designs. So it is possible. Then global expertise. So through the cloud platform, so many experts can join together and they can build an efficient system. Now, they can be used for remote operations like medical implants. In aerospace also, 3D and 4D printing is playing an important role, and on-demand manufacturing. So now what is future of printing? Smart materials and the 4D so stimuli responsive materials, smart applications. And for this, who is the major key or who is the backbone? That is a communication between the hardware and the software. So this is how the workflow from design to designing, printing, post-processing, assembly, and finally the delivery. Okay. So these are used. They can be used for education and training. This is the future of manufacturing. Communication drives efficiency is important part, collaboration, adaptability, and the scalability. I am skipping it because I think so I am time out. So what are the challenges and barriers to the options? Like cost is a major challenge. Then the regulations, strict regulations surrounding the medical devices. It can slow down the adoption of the 3D printed solutions, and the training, because adequate training is required when you are using this kind of technologies. So these are, I can see, these are emerging fields. So now what is the future of healthcare? Virtual reality. So this is also playing a very important role. So VR for healthcare providers. So immersive patient experiences, right? So it is playing very important because patient gets a very, I can say, VR, it allows healthcare providers to step into the like empathy shoes of their patients and experiencing the challenges and emotions associated with the specific conditions. And understanding, increase understanding, this is possible by the virtual reality. So we can understand, the provider can gain the deeper understanding of the patient needs, like what they need. So it is bridging the gap. VR for OSTEM communication. So VR virtual reality can be used for the OSTEM, like the people who are facing this disease. So it provides a safe and controlled environment for individual with autism to practice social interaction skills, and it improves the communication. So VR scenario helps an individual with who is having this disease, autism. So it navigate the complex social, they don't want to mix with the people. So in this case, VR can play an important role. Then rehab centers, right? Gamifying physical therapies. So there VR can help out. So interactive exercise, VR games turn the physical therapy into the engaging experience. So patients can get motivated, and they can be fastly recovered. And they also provide the motivation because of gamified or because of gamified approach, definitely it becomes more enjoyable, and definitely the outcome of this is improved recovery. VR can also be used for mental health. So in the today's era, VR can be provided for the mental health application. Now seeing beyond, so VR for vision impairment detection. So now early detection, like if VR can be used for eye tracking technology, which can detect the early signs of vision impairment. So VR can be used for to see the early signs of vision impairments, enabling the timely interventions and preventing the further deterioration. So this is possible with the VR. Okay, so it can be used for enhanced access, improved organization. So VR for surgical planning. I think so. I have completed the various part. Like it can be used for pre-operative planning. Then it can be used for enhanced visualization, I think. And then training. So VR is very much useful in the medical education. So 1,000 realistic simulations. So what it provides the students, medical domain, like medical students, it provides a hand-on experience in a safe and controlled environment, enhancing their surgical skills. So with VR, they can get the hand-on experience. So this is, I can say, the power, how it is possible again due to the communication protocols. So there is a revolution, or VR is taking an important role in the healthcare domain. Because how it is possible, there is a possibility of global connectivity, high-speed networks, which are providing, which transmit the data visually, audibly, and the tactile data without any latency. So because of this, there is a possible development in the VR domain. Then live VR assisted guidance. So this is all in the role of VR in the healthcare sector. So this is VR for telemedicine. So precision medicine is also, I can say, one of the part, but I think so. I will just explain in short what is the precision medicine. So here, this acts as, it is used for tailoring the treatments. So it plays what it considers. Precision medicine, it considers the individual factors like genetics, lifestyle, environment to tailor the treatment. Okay. So it uses the combination of data and technology to offer the effective care. and then it provides the optimized outcome. So effectiveness of the treatment, it is possible. So patient can feel or they can get a personalized plan with the precision medicine. So who plays a very important role in precision medicine is the genetic information. So there is a personalized treatment approaches. So you can have the targeted therapies and doses optimization. Okay. So genomic information, it can help to give the appropriate dosage of medicine, which minimizes the side effects and it maximizes the therapies. Okay. So this is possible with the help of precision medicine. Okay. And now what are the challenges in precision medicine is data integration, cost is another one, and the ethical considerations. Now, there is one US research program. It is a national research initiative. So, all of us is a research program. It aims to collect the genetic and the health data from millions of Americans to accelerate the precision medicine. Okay. And then the diverse representation. So, program, it prioritizes the diversity to ensure that the research findings are applicable to the entire population. And so from this too, there are the discoveries. So program seeks to accelerate the discoveries in precision medicine, and it leads to the better health outcomes for all. Again, the same thing, you have to look into the data privacy and the security part. So who plays an important role in this? It is the big data and the analysis. So it needs to identify the patterns by usage of the big data. Then you need to develop the models by using the AIML, machine learning algorithms. And then from this, you can get the correct diagnosis. So again, AI plays an important role in the drug, we can say AI-driven drug discovery. So this can be the future of the pharmaceutical innovation. Now, what are the limitations of traditional drug discovery methods? They are very time consuming. Like to discover one drug, it takes a lot of years, right? So this is very time consuming and it has a limited scope, right? So because traditional approaches, it relies on experimented mental methods, right? And so it struggles a lot, and because of vast chemical space of the potential drugs. So how AI is helping in this particular domain? So you can, again, data analysis is possible. Here the genomic sequences can be used, clinical trials, scientific literature. So all this data can be analyzed. Patterns, like AI can identify the patterns and correlation in the data, so which can give a new insight and the potential drug targets can be possible. Again, from this you can design, from this data and the patterns, you can go for the designing of the drug molecules. So here again, it can be used for target prediction. AI can provide, it can be used to provide a novel drug targets, and for which by analyzing the disease associated with the genes. Then from the protein and protein interactive analysis, it is possible. And then finally, a structure-based drug design can be made. So in silico screening and virtual drug candidate selection. So virtual screening is possible. So AI can screen millions of drug candidates and virtually to identify the promising candidate. Then they can use a predictive model to find the, to predict the effectiveness and safety of the potential drug in the silico and the candidate selection. So from this, AI can help to select the most promising drug candidate for further testing and development. So you can have millions of candidate being virtually designed, and from predictive modeling, you can select the appropriate candidate, and finally, that can be used for the further testing. So this is what we can say, a role of AI or optimizing the drug molecule properties. So this is not much related to our part because it is majorly related to the chemical engineering domain. So I am skipping this part of drug discovery or AI role in drug discovery. Okay, fine. So finally, what are the smart healthcare industries which we have looked, and then what are the smart hospitals, like where, as what we have discussed, like major innovations where they are playing very important role. So in US, if you take into account the Mayo Clinic, So here, Mayo Clinic, it is in the Rochester, Minnesota. So here they are working. So it is recognized as the leader in the AI readiness. So this clinic has implemented AI across various departments, including the diagnosis, patient management. Okay, then there is a Cleveland Clinic at Ohio. So it is also known as a AI-driven clinic, or it is an initiative where AI is used to improve the patient care and the operational efficiency. Then in Tampa General Hospital in the Tampa, Florida, it is the world's best smart hospital for 2025. And Tampa General has invested in AI technologies to enhance the patient care and the hospital operations. Then there is one more at Northwell Health in New York. So here also it is used. AI plays important role to analyze MRI and CT scans for early cancer detection, and it is significantly reducing the time between the diagnosis and the treatment. And in India, which are the popular hospitals, is Apollo Hospital in Hyderabad. So it is launched as an AI-based tool to predict the risk of cardiovascular disease. Okay, so AI or machine learning algorithms are playing very important role to predict the risk of cardiovascular diseases, aiding to early intervention and the personalized patient care. Then Manipal Hospital in Bangalore, it utilizes the IBM Watson oncology to provide. So this hospital, IBM Watson for oncology, it is providing the personalized care, cancer care options, okay, integrating AI into the oncology services. And then SRM Global Hospital in Chennai. So it is also a smart hospital where it has adopted the AI-based contactless vital monitoring technology to enhance patient safety and monitoring capabilities. So I think so I have done from my side, and I tried that to what I can say, how AI and communication goes hand in hand. And I have tried to explore the major domains of the healthcare domain. So this is all from my side. Thank you so much for your patient listening.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Now it's a time for question and answers.
Can I stop sharing, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Participant can
Yourself and ask a question.
I have one question.
Yes.
Basically, what are the application and challenges when we are using deep learning in healthcare?
So like I discussed here that like various applications comes for prediction and diagnosis theory. So it can be used for like if you take cancer detection or fractures like identification. So there like this like this CNN, then reinforcement learning plays very important role in your surgery like robotics assisted surgeries. Then auto like GANs and I can say autoencoders, they're also like they are playing very important role in prediction and diagnosis of different diseases like cancer treatments. Then we can have LLM models which are based on RNN, LSTM, GRU, which is playing important role like as we discuss in data documentation and like different text processing part of the medical domain. So CNN, RNN, reinforcement learning, GAN, autoencoders, transformers, they are the like building blocks of developing different prediction and diagnosis algorithms in the medical domain.
Okay, ma'am.
And
Good
if
evening,
you,
madam.
yes,
Thank you, ma'am, for delivering such an insightful and engaging session.
thank you so much.
Your session provided valuable insights about effect of AI or importance of AI in medical field. and whatever the examples you shared were truly enlightening and insightful. I have one question regarding what are the importance of deep learning in diagnosis?
As I said now only that we can use it for like as I said, for different diagnoses like cancer treatment or fracture analysis. So, in all that predictive theory of diseases, you can use deep learning algorithms like CNN, RNN. You can use reinforcement learning for surgeries like robotic surgeries. So, they play very important role. All these algorithms definitely they are playing an important role in the diagnosis and the treatment part.
And how Gen AI plays important role in patient
Uh,
monitoring?
See, multi-language is a major barrier, right? It was a major barrier in the olden era. But now, due to LLM, there is a language translation. So, a patient who only knows Marathi, and a doctor who is not knowing this particular language. So, how that barrier can be rectified? So, it is possible due to LLM models. So, LLM, large language models, it can translate a Marathi into another language like Hindi or English. So this translation, machine translation or language translation is possible due to LLM models. So your Chat GPT, Copilot, Gemini, they are playing very important role. So these are all based on what? They are based on LLM models. So generative AI, it has gained lot of popularity due to this LLM models. Integration of LLM models in this.
How
So
we train models, or how we train our AI models in medical field diagnosis?
see, you have a lot of, like I can say, free data available on Kaggle, right? So where or Kaggle, I can say NIH, you have WHO data available, which data can be like your model can be trained on that data. So there comes a training part of your model. Suppose you take CNN. So the training of that model is done on that huge data. And then the testing can be done. It can be a real-time testing on the like the patient, the current data, real-time data of the current patient, and that kind of testing can be done. So their CNN model can be first trained on a lot of or large data that is called as a big data, and definitely after that, once your model is ready, so if it has gone through all that training part or all biasing is removed, all the algorithm becomes robust, so your weights are updated. As you know that I can say deep learning models are basically based on the weight updation. So weights play in a, like deep learning models are like black box to us, so everything is depending upon, so who plays very important role in deep learning models is the weight. So weight updation, proper or robust training is nothing but the proper updation of the weights. So once the weights are updated, once the model is being trained robustly, then you can use large number of CNN layers for that, and once that is being done, then that model can be used for the testing purposes, okay, on the real time data. So once the model is ready, you can get that model or you can apply that model for the testing. So it can be like cancerous and non-cancerous species, right? So one of the example I am giving, or for finding out where actual the fracture has occurred, right? Then finding of the tumors, then blood vessels, like finding of the tumors in the body. So this can be possible via the I can say correct training, and then development of the robust algorithm, and then testing that algorithm on the real-time data.
Is it possible? Is it possible with the real-time diagnosis?
Yeah, so as we discussed the surgery, the robotics, so this is possible for real-time diagnosis.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. You can get the access of different datas. If you want, you can go with NIH, you can go with Kaggle
Yes, yes,
data.
sure, ma'am. Sure, sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel. It's a time to vote of thanks. So thank you for illuminating the path to effective communication in healthcare sector. Your insightful session has empowered us to bridge the gap between care and compassion and to harness the power of next generation communication. Your expertise has not only enlightened us, but also inspired us to become the architect of positive change in the healthcare landscape. We are very grateful for your contribution to our growth and look forward to implementing this valuable learning in our daily practices. So thank you again for sharing your knowledge, passion and dedication to shaping the future of healthcare communication. So once again, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for it is my great honor and privilege to be delivering the lecture at my alma mater, SVPM. I thanks SVPM Principal Dr. Munkne, sir, Kai, sir, Javed Sheikh, sir, that you all have given me this opportunity to present myself for this FDP. Thanks a lot. So my heartfelt, I express my heartfelt gratitude to all and thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
It is
Okay.
like
Thank you,
any,
ma'am.
yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our
Our next resource person, Mr. Kailash first. Kailash Patane is here. Kailash, good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Kailash sir. Good evening, Malay ma'am. And good evening, Javed sir. Nice to
Good
see
evening,
you all.
Kailash. Nice to see you also after so
Yeah,
long.
yeah. It's been, I guess, almost 13 years.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
let's
Let me
introduce our today's resource person. So on behalf of this ATAL FDP organizing team, it's my pleasure to welcome today's resource person, Mr. Kailash Patane, as our esteemed resource person. So Mr. Kailash Patane is currently working as an engineering manager in PRC1 Technologies Pune, and Mr. Kailash Patane has 13 years of work experience in industrial automation and robotics. He worked in different industries like automotive, warehouses, and medical equipment. In automotive, mainly executed the project in body in white, paint shot, engine assembly, and general assembly. He worked with international OEM like Tesla, Jaguar, Land Rover, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Skoda, Volkswagen, Ford, Fiat, Tata Motors. Like he works the top brands in the automobile sectors. So with this introduction, so once again I welcome Mr. Kailash. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Let me share my screen.
Yes.
Is it visible?
Yes, yes, yes. Uh, it's visible. Actually, you have to share your PPT. Just check your sharing mode.
I hope it's
Yes,
visible
yes,
now.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's totally visible.
So let's start with industrial automation. What we mean by industrial automation, because currently we are like listening a lot of things about like industry 4.0. So what is industry 4.0? Then what is industry automation? Okay, why the industrial automation introduces in the industry? So there are a lot of things. So industry 4.0 consists of like automation, connection, cloud computing, then IT, OT, big data, and system integration. So yeah, so how industry 4.0 it is introduced. So initially, long back ago, the industry 1.0 was introduced in the industry. The first wave of the industry change, known as 1.0. Okay, profoundly changes the world. It was more than just a change in how things were made. It was a change in whole people. Okay, people lived. So machines started to take over work that was done by human beings. Okay, the rise systems power defines this area. The power of the steam made it possible to produce more goods than ever before. So the speed of the production it increases when the industry 1.0 comes into the picture. uh, then industry 2.0. So in 2.0 what we saw that start of something huge like mass production. This was the second big stake up in the industry. Filling in economics and changing in the game and manufacturing. The This era was all about moving from making things by hand to making them fast and large numbers. Okay. Over here the assembly lines came into the picture. Then then come into the picture like industry 3.0. Okay. uh, the third generation great change in the manufacturing industry. So this brought us into the digital age. This era followed the invention of machines and start of mass production, adding new layer advanced technology. In the 20th century everything began to change rapidly with the introduction of automation and computers. Okay, so after that, the industry 4.0. So in industries 4.0, that cyber physical systems, internet on things, networks, cyber security, as ma'am explained, IT, OT, everything comes under industry 4.0. Moving forward, so this is something like what exactly the industrial automation is. Industrial automation has helped manufacturing industries to produce goods quickly, okay, cost effectively and with high quality. Because initially if you are manufacturing anything manually, so that time the time taken by the to manufacture that particular things are more. Okay, the quality is less. And like if I'm making 10 same things 10 times, so the every time the product is not making the same. So that's why this automation helps over there. Okay. Then in industrial automation, okay, there are 5 layers of industrial automation. That is called as the industrial automation pyramid. So let's move forward. So in industrial automation pyramid, the level 0 is physical production process. Okay, in physical production process, there is it is called as a like machine level sensors, relays. This is a field level. So that we have done very 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 long ago. After physical layer there is one first layer is sensing and manipulating the production process. Here the this is called as a control level. And in this level the PLCs come into the picture. What is PLC? That is a programmer logic control. Because in our college also we are using uh, microprocessors, microcontrollers and also PLCs. So in this level the PLCs comes into the picture. But what we are just manufacturing the equipments, okay, like mass productions we are doing. But how to control means what we are producing, what are the feedbacks, what are the how we can see that. So the second level, okay, second level come into the picture. That is called as monitoring and supervising. In second level we are monitoring. So how we are monitoring and supervising? So there are some equipments called as a HMI and SCADA. From the HMI and SCADA, we can see what exactly we are manufacturing, what is the process, where the line is running, where it is stopped, okay, what are the feedbacks, what are the errors or the rejection, everything. And also we can give the command from this HMI and SCADA. Moving further, level 3 is manufacturing operation planning. That is called as MES. So what I would like to say here, level 0, level 1 and level 2. Till this is called as a OT, okay, operational level. And from level 3 and 4 it is called as a IT, that is information technology level. So in level 3 that is called as a planning of production. So that is called as something MES, okay, manufacturing operation planning. And after that level 4, that is now industry 4.0, that is called as a ERP. So in ERP, if you are aware, in all the industries they are having ERP. So let's assume you are ordering, means you are going into the any car what I can say, mm, showroom. You're going into the car showroom and you are booking your car first time. Okay, so when you book your car, that will get logged into the ERP system, and from that ERP system the information is going to the car manufacturer. Okay, and from that information they are starting the production. So let's say in one day, any manufacturer or any car distributor, they are booking 10 or 15 cars. So worldwide, if you take the example of India, in India, they are like every day they are booking 100, 200, 500,000 cars. This information they are getting, we are getting at the plant level. That is, let's say if I take an example of Tata Motors. Okay, so if I book the car today, so this information will get to the Tata Motors, and from that day the production will start. Okay, this is what the ERP works. Moving forward, now I explain you these four levels, like level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 levels. So what level? First level, that is field layer or field devices. So as you all are aware, the physical layer is the foundation of the automation pyramid. Okay, the comprising sensors, actuators, any other hardware devices or drives or something like that. So they are called as a they are come into the field layer. Okay, then moving forward, this layer also consists of communication protocol. So in our college we learn a lot of communication protocols, so that communication protocols comes into this. Okay, and with the increased use of the of things, that is IoT devices, the physical layer is more critical than ever. IoT devices provide the wealth of the data that can be used to monitor the control manufacturing processes in real time, enabling companies to optimize their production efficiency. So this is the field layer. Okay, and this field layer, now when we go to next layer, these field layers, they are communicating with the level 1, that is control layer. Control layer, in control layer we saw that PLC, that is programmable logic controller, comes into the control layer. So whatever we see here, the physical levels, that there were sensors, means number of inputs are there, the sensors are there, cameras are there, and lot of the drives and everything, sorry, not drives, but the sensor and actuators. Okay, and other input devices, they are come into the field layer. Okay, and now the control layer. So control layer comprises the programmer logic controller, that is PLC, and again same like PLC, there is also one term called as a DCS, that is a distributed control system. The other devices that manage the physical layer. The control level in the industrial automation pyramid receives input from the device on the field level, as I mentioned, level 0. So PLC is getting the input from the field layers. Okay, and uses the input to create the output that controls the production process. So this is also, we are aware that whatever the inputs we are getting from the field, okay, we are processing at the PLC side and we are giving the input. For instance, to ensure that the manufacturing process maintains the consistent temperature, okay, the control level uses the PID. Now in college level we learn the what is PID, but when you go to the industry you will come to know how to tune the PID, what exactly PID is, how to tune that PID. That when you go to the industry, you'll come to know how to tune that. So that is also come under the input level. That is a field level. Okay, moving forward. Also, the PID algorithm takes input from the sensors. So there are a number of sensors on the field. So PID algorithm, they are taking the inputs from the sensors, and they use this information to monitor the heat around the set point. Okay, so this is just an example. So moving forward, third level, so that is called as a supervisor level. Okay, so this shift is still shaping how we make the this in today. So the supervisor layer is responsible for monitoring and controlling the control layer. Okay, because I mentioned that in supervisor level you will get the HMI and SCADA are comes under supervisor level. It provides the SCADA, that is a supervisory control data acquisition system, and human machine interface that enable operations to monitor the control of the automation system. So from HMI and SCADA, what means, if there is a production line, if I want to manufacture the cars, okay, so during manufacturing, whatever the process is happening, we can see that on HMI as well as on the SCADA. So if I want to stop the line, if I want to run the line, or if I want to do some troubleshooting and everything, I can do it from the HMI and SCADA. So HMI and SCADA, I can say both, like it will act as an input as well as it will act as a output. Okay, SCADA system use the graphical user interface to display the real-time data from the sensors and other devices on the production line. Okay, enabling operators to monitor the process and make informed decisions. Okay, the data collected by SCADA system is stored in a database. So again, the database is the huge scenario altogether, because with the database we manage the historian part and all, and that data we give it to the higher management, that is called as a MES system. So moving forward further, so whatever the data we have collected from the SCADA system, on from the PLC, that is level control layer. Okay, we are working on that data, and we are providing that data to MES system, and that MES system is driven by the higher management system in the industries. So MES layer manages all and optimizes production processes, providing a bridge between the automation system and the enterprise resource planning, ERP. So whatever the data we are sending to MES, okay, from the that data is used to what you can say, that will use as a bridge in between that ERP system and MES system. It monitors your entire manufacturing process, as I said, from raw materials and to the finished good. Okay, this layer is crucial as companies seeks to optimize production efficiency. Why we bring the automation into picture? Because they want to optimize the production efficiency. That is the reason. So if MES systems provide real-time visibility into the production processes. So this is what how the MES works. Okay, and fourth layer, that is last layer, is enterprise resource planning, ERP layer. The ERP layer manages overall business operation, including inventory management, procurement, and accounting. So how it helps? Because whatever data we are providing to the ERP system, from that system they will come to know, okay, what is my inventory, what I need to procure, depending upon what is the production, what is the number of production. Because for ERP they are also getting the data from the industries. So from this data they can decide what is the uh, procurement, what they need to purchase, the raw material and everything. Again, the what are the number of equipments they are manufacturing. Let's say if I'm manufacturing cars, so how many cars they have manufactured per shift or per day, that all data they can decide here. This layer is built around the company's ERP system. So every company they are having their own MES system and own ERP system. There are a lot of softwares they are using for this. Okay, which is responsible for managing all the aspects of business, including finance, accounting, human resource, procurement, and supply chain management. By integrating data from every level of the automation pyramid, the ARP system provides decision makers with the complete view of business operations, enabling them to make a informed decision and optimize performance. So again, now we saw what exactly this how industrial 4.0 works. Okay, so in the field level, you are aware, like, there is a CPU that is called as a PLC, and lot of field devices, that is level 0. They are connected to your CPU, and then this is your level 1. Okay, then this is your HMI SCADA, this is your level 2, and we are giving the output. Okay, this again comes under level 1. And what are the communication module, they are also come as under level 1. So how it works? Okay, so that I will explain you further. So before that I want to show you something. So we are saying PLC, HMI, SCADA. So you can see here there are number of equipments I saw. So this is the PLC. So there are different manufacturers of the PLC. Siemens is there, Omron is there, Allen Bradley is there. Okay, and many more, Mitsubishi, Schneider. So these are the two HMI, two PLCs I shown you here over here. So this is first one is the Siemens PLC, and in Siemens also there are number of different PLC, depends upon the memory size, whatever you want to work on. So depends upon that, they have different PLCs over here, CPU. Okay, and this is again the CPU, but this is Allen Bradley make. So if I want to use the Siemens PLC or Allen Bradley PLC, depends upon that, I have to use the particular software to do the programming for that PLC. Okay, and again, if I move to programming, for programming also they have different languages like ladder languages and STL languages, STL or SCL languages, same like C language. uh, and also we use the FBD, block diagram. In college we learn about the gates, or gate, nor gate, so all that gates we use here while we do the programming. Okay, again you can see this one and this one. This is like again Allen Bradley HMI, and this is Siemens HMI. Moving further, these are some drives I show it here, and motor here, and some sensors. So it is not possible to show you all the equipments which we are using in the industry, but yes, moving forward I am going to show you one video, and in that video I am going to explain you how we are going to producing the cars, and what are the different equipments they are coming into the video. I will explain you at that time. And again, the SCADA is this one more thing, like HMI and SCADA, why they have the two different things, why not one? So HMI is only for local level, okay, and SCADA is like server level. So most of the like oil industries, or bravery, or what I can say, food and pharma industry, I can say in short, they are using SCADA systems. Okay, but like in automotive, they are not using SCADA. Currently, they are using HMI, because they no need to control anything from the server. Okay, now in automotive industry, okay, so how automotive industry works? Okay, what are the different types? Okay, these miss I just explain you a little bit about the automation, how it works and everything. What is industry 4.1? And now moving forward, I just want to explain you how automation industry works. Okay, in automation industry, first point is stamping. Okay, now what is stamping? So there is a plate, or metal. From the metal they are using the big press there is a press shop. In the press shop they are using the press machines, and from that press machine they are molding the parts. For example, our doors, car doors, okay, they are molded from the plate. So everything is there done in the stamping, that is a press shop. Okay, after that, welding. So whatever the different parts we mold, okay, that parts are welded together. As Kale sir mentioned that I have worked in BIW line. So BIW is body in white. So what body in white? Like when we saw the one car, let's say red color car. So what is there with the red color, that is called as a BIW, body in white. Okay, so weld shop is nothing but the body in white. So some cars they are welded. Okay, let's say manufacturers like Tata Motors, Ford, Mercedes Benz, they are welding the cars. But if I tell you the Jaguar and Land Rover or Tesla, they are not welding the cars. Okay, they are riveting the cars. Why they are riveting the cars? Because the metal, they are not using the metal, they are using aluminum. The cars are made up of aluminum, and we cannot weld the aluminum, so that's why they are using riveting, not the welding. So the second process is first is stamping, second is welding or riveting, I can say. Okay, after that it will go to the paint shop, so that is painting. Okay, paint shop. In the paint shop, again I will show you in the video, there are different processes for the paint shop, and again this is also automated. And in paint shop, whatever the white body is there, we do the painting. Okay, and after painting there is assembly. What is assembly? There are two types of assembly. First we have to assemble the engine. Okay, there are different steps where we can assemble the engine. And after engine assembly there is also the general assembly, we called, means that we have to assemble everything whatever you can see inside the car, like your seats, then windshield and dashboard, steering, speakers, everything whatever so that will come under assembly. Also the doors, and the tires and everything, that comes under assembly. And last is inspection. Once we assemble the vehicle, okay, it will go for inspection, and once inspection is done, it will go for selling. Till now, is it clear?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So moving forward, one thing I have that I have one video which I will play, and we will pause it in between, and I will show you how the what is the process of building the car. I will show you here, and this is the video for BMW. Okay, so I hope the video is visible for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see here there are number of robots are there. Okay, so I told you that there are inputs, that sensors or drives are there. Okay, so robots are also work as a input to the PLC. Okay, we are getting some inputs from the robot to the PLC. Also from the PLC we are giving some commands to the robot. Okay, so you can see this robot. So this robot we called as, this is a handling robot. So this robot will pick a part from some area like here, and it will drop it here. Okay, so you can see here there are number of clamps. With that help, with the help of clamps, that robot pick the part. Okay, so that clamps again, that is worked on the vacuum. Okay, so pneumatic valves again. So we are using the pneumatic valves for this. If I want to explain about the pneumatic valves, there are different types of pneumatic valves: two cylinder, single cylinder, two cylinder, and many more. Okay, so we are using here the pneumatic valves, and they are again controlled by the PLC. Now there are again, we are giving output to the cylinder to operate either open and close. So parallelly we are getting the feedback. So when I open the cylinder, I'll get the, when it will get open, I'll get the feedback of open. Or if I'll close the cylinder, I'll get the feedback of close. So now this is working. So whenever you can say automation system, in automation system, it will work as a it will totally depends upon the communication. Okay, so whatever you are giving the feedback, you should get, whatever you are giving the command, you should get the feedback. Then only you will get, you are going to do the next step. Okay, so you can see here this robot just mounted this part, and you can see the lights over here. This robot, he's welding. Okay, this come out of this. So this is again another machine which is printing on that part. Let me go forward. Yeah, so actual process will start from here. Okay, uh, just a second. So I told you that for automotive industry it will start from press, so this will start. So you can see this is your sheet metal. So now this sheet metal will go into this machine. Okay, see, it will get cut into the small pieces. Now this is what I call as a press machine. There are big press machines are there. So this robot is picking the part, and this robot is just placing the plate. You can see it again. See, it is just putting the plate over there, and another robot is picking the part from that area. Uh, Sorry, just a second. Yeah. So you can see these are yellow part is we called as a overhead these yellow part we called as a hanger, and you can see there is a conveyor. So conveyor, again, in the industry there are multiple types of conveyors. So this conveyor is called as a overhead conveyor. Okay, from this overhead conveyors, the parts, means the robot is hanging the part over here, and this conveyor is moving the part from one location to the another location. Again, in these conveyors we are using the drives. There are different types of drives. or inverters. We learn in the college that there are inverters, how inverters are working. We have that in the syllabus. So I'm just not explaining much about the inverters. Like we have here drives, and with the drives, the motors are connected and they are moving. So again, these motors and these drives, they are connected with the PLC. We have to give the command to the drives, but before giving the commands, we also need to configure the drive. So whatever the inputs you have to the PLC, all the inputs you have to configure. Means you have to configure how you want to work them. Okay, so accordingly you have to configure that. Even the whatever the outputs, that also you have to configure. So you can see this body side, this is called as a body side. This body side is going to again the next line, that is called as a framing line. You can see here this robot picked the part from this conveyor, overhead conveyor, and now he's mounting here. Here you can see there is a car. Okay, so this body side will get mounted over here. Now he mounts the car. You can see all the robots now started welding over here. Again, there is one more part, as whatever this process is, we are taking care of the safety, because safety is first. Now you can say how all robots, they are welding together and not colliding to each other. Okay, that is a big point which we take care of here. The thing is that for all robots, we are creating the zone. We do the zoning, and we call it the collision zones, and we make sure that whenever one robot is going inside, we ask another robot to stay out of the area. And this is how we are doing the safety, like collisions. And this is done by like handshaking between PLC and the robots. We are sharing some signals from the PLC to robot and from robot to the PLC. So this line is called as a framing. So this is the heart of your car manufacturing. You you saw this gate, right? Now this yellow gate, this move forward. Again, we are using the servos for this. And whenever this servo or this shuttle is taking the part inside to the car, we have to move the shuttle towards the car, and we have to keep the accuracy, and this accuracy is in millimeter, millimeters. You can see all the robots now, they are welding. Now again, this is handling robot. You saw that this robot is moving, right, from one location to another. But the previous robots, they were not moving. They were just the hand is moving. But now this whole robot is moving. You can see that. So this robot is called as a miss for robot. There are total 6 axes, I can say. So you can see this is one axis. This is another axis. Over here there is another one more axis. So for robots, all industrial robots, they are having 6 axes. Okay, and this robot which are moving from one location to another, for that robot we are configuring one more axis called as a seventh axis. And that seventh axis, he is just moving from left to right, forward, reverse. But not all robots are moving with seventh axis. Yeah, so this is seventh axis. Now again, there is one more process called as a gluing. if you see, when we fit the glasses or when we fit any two parts to each other, as that is a metal, when we fix the part, it will give you the sound if it is if your car is vibrated. So that's why we are putting the sealant in between two parts. So this is the sealing process. There are different types of robots or different types of process. For example, if I tell you about the robot, there are handling robots, welding robot. In welding also, spot welding, arc welding, MIG welding, and again after welding, riveting robots are there, hemming robots are there. These are the different types of the robots. So and processes. So this is the sealer robot and this is the sealing process. So in the robot's hands, means robot is common for all process. Okay, only the hand you can see here. Uh, at the end there is a robot hand. Okay, in that hand we are having the sealer gun. When we talk about the handling robot, in the robot's hand they are having the gripper to pick the part and drop the part. So this is we are having the sealing gun. For welding robots we are having welding guns. So now this is a different part. You can see this is your sealer machine and a robot is picking the part and robot is moving towards the sealer, because if some areas which are the critical areas where a robot cannot reach, in that application we are using this stand-alone sealing machine, but robots are moving. See how they are applying the sealer. Again this is sealing machine and they are applying. So what is the difference here? When you see, when this robot is applying the sealer, there is some flash is flashing. Why that there is a flash? Because this robot is sealing, parallelly he is also clicking the picture. Okay, that picture again, I said, input to the robot camera. So this picture is going to the PLC. Okay, and there is also one vision system. In that vision system we are creating one pictures images for uh, correct parts, and when they apply the sealer, it will click the picture, it will go to the PLC, to the vision system, and from the vision system we came to know that if whatever the sealant is applied by the robot, is it okay or not okay. On that basis we are either accepting the part or rejecting the part. Means if there is any defect, we are going to reject that part. This that will not go to the customer, and again what are the parts we are rejecting, we are again reworking on that one and integrating again into the system. So this is sealing process. You saw now the car is going down, car is coming up. Okay, so that is called as a lifter. Okay, we are using lift. There are different concept, that slider, lifter, then lift and lifters are different. I will show you that one as well in full. So now the car is going to lift and come forward. So car is moving on the skids. Okay, that concept is called a skid. So the car is moving with two. We have two concepts for that. Skid. Skid means like in this video, the only first car is moving. Second car is wait for to finish the operation. But there is second concept called as a lift and carry. So in the line, if we are having 10 cars, okay, we will wait till all the 10 cars finish the operation, and then we will lift all 10 cars and move forward to the next station. So that is a lift and carry, but that is an old concept. Now we are using skids concept. So you can see the lifter will go down. and skid will go forward. Okay, this is the skid concept. Now this area is called as a framer. As I mentioned before, this is the heart of your car manufacturing process, because you can see number of clamps over here, number of clamps over here. So this framer, both framer from left and right, it will go to inside. Okay, and when it will go inside, it will clamp and it will hold the car, and then all welding process will start. You can see here the robots are there, here robots are there, and again upper side also there are robots. We can see this. See, these are the robots. It will mount the roof. See, this is framer. So when the both framers will come inside, all the robots from upside, they will start welding the process. This is the most critical part in the car manufacturing. You saw here, like before the gate is gate means the from both side. Told you that slide is coming forward. Before it coming forward, robots are going forward. Okay, and then they will wait till the we clamp the fixture. Okay, but why they are going forward? That is called as a pounce position. For every process, we are having the cycle time. Okay, and to reduce the cycle time means in car manufacturing, we are building one car in 54 seconds. Believe me, for all the manufacturer, it's different, but the minimum building time was 54-second cycle time. So that's why we use this pounce position concept called as a pounce position. You can see this. This is the welding gun. There are different types of guns: U type, C type. Okay, there are many more types of the welding guns. And sorry. See this. This is called as a gripper. Okay, so this gripper is picking the part and dropping the part. Again, we are using pneumatics. Here also you can see this is also pneumatics. This is also pneumatics. So yes, here you can see this is called as a wall bank. Okay, whatever the clamps are there in the gripper's hand, or that they are the mechanical clamps. Okay, for the clamps we have the wall bank. So for wall bank we are giving the command. So this is again now the concept is little bit different. So this wall bank is a uh, slave. So in PLC also there is a master and slave. So robot will be the slave for PLC. If I am operating the PLC, robot will be the slave for PLC. But this wall bank is slave for robot. See, you can see it was also captured in the photo. Now this robot, he is taking a part from here and he is mounting. That part is called as a tailgate. Okay, so he is mounting the tailgate. Now again The another robot mount the bonnet. You saw, right, how the clamps are get opened. Here you can see how this clamp will open. So this is what we call as a clamp. And this is the skid on which the car is moving. So now whatever we are watching, that is called as a BIW line, body in white line. Also the another term is body shop. You can see the ABB is written on this robot. So for robots also we are having different types of robots. Kuka robots, Kawasaki robots, ABB robots, Fanuc robots. So different types of companies they are making these robots, and accordingly means for different application they are preferred. We prefer that. So you can see here now they are mounting the doors. As I mentioned you, the lifter. You can see here there is a one lift coming down. See this coming down. It bringing the car. Now this is called as the engine block. Let me move it a little bit forward. This is the part of your engine. Okay. Yeah. So you can see the engine is coming forward. If I compare BIW, that is body in white, or body shop, and engine assembly line, engine assembly line they are having more manual stations as compared to BIW line. In BIW line there are very less manual stations. Okay, but in engine assembly lines we do have few manual stations as well, where we do the operations manually. And now whatever the parts we are mounting here, see this is called as a nut runner. Okay, I'll show you. So these are the spindles. Okay, so this is called as a nut runner. So whatever the screws are there, nuts are there. Okay, we are tightening with the help of nut runner. So who manufacture these? The Atlas Capco. So Atlas Capco and other vendors are there who are manufacturing these nut runners. Okay, now why we are using nut runners? Because when we tight the screw with the nut runner, okay, we give you the particular torque. With that torque only we are going to tight the screw, then it is okay. If I tight and if I'll not get the feedback that particular torque it is tighten or not, if I'm not getting the feedback, then it will get rejected. And not only the screw, but also we are having different steps, like we click the camera and check if the part is okay. Also when we build the engine, we are doing the oiling into the engine. See, now they are just clicking the photo and checking everything is okay. Also in each part of the engine, we are having the 2D code. Okay, so we are taking that 2D code, reading that 2D code with the camera, that is called as a Cognize camera, and we are reading that code and we are adding the part we are adding the part into that engine. So let's say if there is something problem with any particular engine, okay, what company is doing? Company is checking where, the build number, or part number of that engine, and for that part number, which part is damaged, they are checking, and which series part they have installed to that engine, they are also checking into the ERP system I mentioned you before. And from that, they are calling all the engines built with that particular part, and then they are repairing it. So this is paint shop. This is the first coat we are giving to our car. So it will go to that. It will get dip. This is again the whole system driven by the drives, and it is controlled by the PLC. You can see here the pneumatics. The skid is different for this line. You can see the robots. They are spraying the second level. So all are the robots. They will spray the second layer of the coat. So till now we saw press shop, then body shop, that is BIW, and then engine assembly, and then this is the second last is a paint shop. And after paint shop, it will go to general assembly and inspection. You can see all these camera robots, they are having camera here. So they are just checking the quality. Because if I have to decide to paint the car, it will take maybe 2 days to paint one car. But in this automation line, we are like painting maybe 800 cars per shift, I can say. Per shift means 8 hours. In 8 hours, we are painting 800 cars. This is just the sample, just advertising. Now here comes the general assembly line. Wow, this is one more concept I want to explain you. In our college, we worked on line tracking robot, path tracking robot. Okay, and when I was in the college, like I was like miss, I was like liking this concept very well. So what this is really a line tracking robots. This is called as a AGV, automatic guided vehicles. Okay, again in this AGV, every AGV they are having their individual PLC, and again in the plant they are having main PLC. All these PLCs, they are communicating with the main PLCs through wireless communication. Okay, and whatever the path is there, they are tracking that part, and from on this AGV they are having parts, so they are moving this part to the particular line. See the engine. This is called as a manipulator, with the help of which she lifts the dashboard. Sorry, this is the dashboard, and the lady lifts the dashboard with the help of that manipulator, because the dashboard is very heavy, but she can easily, clamp that dashboard with the help of manipulator, and she can just install the dashboard by her own. I guess this plant is in Mississippi. Now she is installing. This is what we call as a manipulator. This is again the manual operation, but you can see the buttons over here. We are having all the feedbacks into the PLC, and we are controlling that from the PLC. Now it is just doing the shock absorbers. And few parts during the general assembly line, they will be done by manually. Yeah, I guess here we have complete this. Now, if we have any questions, you can just let me know, because I have explained this what is our industry 4.0 and how the automation comes into the picture, and then how we use the automation in automotive industry.
Participant, if you have any question and you can ask.
There are a lot of things which I can explain, but like time constraint, because in controls parts, a lot of input devices are there, a lot of output devices are there, because like it's not like a small project which we are doing the industrial automation. So lot of you in the video you saw a lot of equipments are there which we can do, which we can communicate. There is a huge topic of the communication as well, which how we are doing the communication between the third party devices and the PLC and the robot, everything.
Yes,
But yes, if anybody is having particular question, I can answer.
actually, what type of challenges and opportunities to implement industrial automation in aerospace industry?
Yes, so in industrial automation, you can say, or aerospace industry, challenges, I cannot say challenges, but like the people should have the correct knowledge when we work on the aerospace, because like lot of things are there, lot of communications are there. In aerospace, when we think about the challenges, I can say communication is very difficult part over there, and safety. Whenever we go into the automation industry, we have to make sure safety first. So whenever we do the programming of the robot or we do the commissioning, we need to take care that the robot means we need to take care this one first, that robot will not collide each other. And let's say if there is a production line, no one should enter the line. So for that also we have the safety. So safety is a major challenge, I can say. But again, in the PLC we are having two types of PLC: standard PLC as well as the safety PLC. So we are taking care of that in the PLC side.
And when we are designing and implementing a robotics-based assembly line, so
Hmm.
what key factor we should consider?
So when we design the robotic line, okay, so first thing what we have to manufacture, okay, because as madam also mentioned that they are also using the we are also using the robots in surgeries. Okay,
Mhm.
but for surgeries they are having different types of robots. In industrial automation, I can say, if you have to design, you have to consider what is your, for example, let's say for a robot they are having the payload. Okay, let's say if a robot is needs to just weld, so that robot needs to handle only the robotic gun. Okay, weld gun. So that payload is little bit less. But if that robot wants to pick the part, like, or robot wants to pick the whole car, then that time the payload is different. So these are the different concepts we use while designing. So what are the what is the object, what object needs to pick or weld, what is the weight. This is for robot side, but like again for PLC side, we need to check what are the number of geostations we need to create, what are the loading station, unloading stations. Okay, what is the area we will get to use, because do we need to just build on the ground or first floor or second floor, that also we need to take care.
And one more question. How do industrial automation and robotics integrate with emerging technology like Internet of Things and artificial intelligence?
Yeah, so currently AI, not for only AI ML concept is there. Okay, so Miss, in our industry also, in our company also, we have started implementing the AI ML. Now you can see the vision system is there. Okay, so we are developing the vision system with the help of AI ML. Okay, so that it will check all the process if after the car gets manufactured, how it is the quality of the work. Okay, with the help of that camera and vision system, we can manage we can check that quality with the help of AIML tools. But again, if I also check the AI, so whatever we are doing the logic, okay, whatever we are writing the code, so let's assume whatever you saw here, if there is only one BIW shop or body in white shop, so for one body in white shop we normally use almost I can say 40 to 50 PLCs. Okay, so and randomly, if I want to develop the code for one PLC, it will take 30 to 45 days. Okay, so you can imagine how many days it will take to develop the whole line. But with the help of AI ML, we can reduce the time, you know,
Okay.
because in AI we can also give some do some scripting, and it will means currently we have also developed one tool in the Excel. I have to just put some information and it will automatically create one your coding for that. So these are the different tools, or with the help of AI ML we can create or we can reduce the time of the development.
Yes, yes, yes. And what type of industrial robot, for example, Scala, Cartesian, or Delta, that can
Uh-huh.
be used in industrial automation?
Yes. So again, what I say key depends upon the application. So if it is a medical application, we can use the SCARA robot. But for industrial application, we have to use the industrial robots, or 6 axis or 7 axis robots. There is also one term called as a articulated robot. In medical equipment, we use the articulated robots. Schneider currently they are manufacturing the articulated robot in the India.
From participant side, is there any question? Unmute yourself and ask a question if you have any doubt. Javis sir, your voice is not audible. Uh, uh, One question.
Yeah.
Uh, in industrial automation, where India is standing now in comparison with China or USA and some company like Germany's, the brand like Volkswagen and many more. Okay,
Yeah, in industrial automation means we are not behind them. we are parallel to them, I can say like that. Because if you see the manufacturing plant of our industrial OEMs like Tata Motors or Maruti Suzuki, in that plants also we are manufacturing the cars. Okay, not manually but with the help of automation. All the lines are automatic lines. So I also work with overseas like Tesla in USA, Jaguar, and Ford Motors, Mercedes Benz, and whatever the type of automation they have, we do also have the same type of automation in India. Because when I was working with the Tata Motors, I mentioned the cycle time was 54 seconds. So in 54 seconds, we are building one body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any question from participant side? Okay. So if there is no question, then the last but not least, the vote of thank. Uh, Dear resource person, Mr. Kailash Patane, on behalf of entire team, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude for sharing your invaluable expertise with us today. Your enlightening session on industrial automation and robotics has definitely broadened our understanding of the transformative power of next generation communication. Your insightful presentation, coupled with your engaging delivery, showing your video, has not only educated but also inspired us to explore the vast potential of industrial automation and robotics. Your willingness to share your knowledge and experience has been truly enriching. We appreciate the time and efforts you invested in preparing and delivering this informative session. Your contribution to our ATAL FDP on next generation communication has been invaluable. So, thank you once again for your expertise, enthusiasm, and dedication. We look forward to future opportunities to learn from you. Uh, with this, once again, thank you to you.
Thank you very much, Kari sir. And I would also say thanks to Mugane sir and Javed sir, also the Parkari sir. Yeah, because they, Parkari sir and Javed sir, they saw uh,
Yes, yes.
the automation and robotics programmer inside me when I was in the college. So thank you very much for that.
Yes, yes, yes,
They
definitely.
encouraged really me to go into this field.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.